Hello, another useful method we can have for Excel is to import data from other programs. So I'm going to go through some examples of how you can do that. Now, the way that we can get data from other programs is under the Data tab, and they have this handy little tool called Get Data. Now, there's lots of places that you can get data from to import into Excel. If you have a text file, those will open automatically in most cases, especially if they're CSV files. Those are easy to open in Excel, but you can also get them from other database types like XML or JSON, and sometimes from PDFs, depending on how the PDF is formatted. If you're familiar with working with databases, you can also import things from databases such as your SQL Server, or if you have Access databases, you can import things from Access, such as individual tables or things like that. And then other examples as well. You can also get them from online. And one of the things that I like about using Excel to get data from online is that if your data is already in a table, then Excel can find it and import it generally very easily, as long as the website doesn't block you from doing that. So in this case, we're actually going to import data from Excel that's on a website that's in a table. So I'm going to go to the web, and it's going to ask for the URL. So let's actually go and look at the website that we're going to try to import. And that is in my browser. So that is this website. Government websites generally are very accommodating of having you import things from them. Some websites will let you do the import, and some websites will block you from doing the import. But this is a lot of data, 50 states plus the District of Columbia, that you wouldn't necessarily want to copy over by hand. And while there are ways to do it in other programs, when it's in a table like this, Excel actually does a really good job with it. So we're going to grab the website address, and then let's go back to Excel. And we're going to put the URL in here, and we're going to hit OK. And what Excel is going to do is it's going to look through this website address, and it's going to find out if there are any tables that we can import. And if you click on them, you can see what the contents of the table is. And so in this case, we really do want the unemployment rates seasonally adjusted. And so we're going to say load when we're satisfied with our data load. You can experiment with some of these other options, but I just want this data. So I'm going to hit load. And what it's done for me is it's loaded all of the data. You can see I did this as a practice. You can load all of this data into the page in a nice tabular format. And now you're ready to go in terms of doing your analysis and doing other things. Now, again, some websites will be very accommodating of you doing this, and sometimes they will not want you to scrape things off of their website, and you will get error messages. But in those cases where, especially government websites, they want the data out there, and so they are usually much more willing to let you scrape the data off the web from them than for places like, say, Amazon or things like that. So we got our tabular data, and now we can go ahead and we can plot it. We can make a map of it since it's state-based data, or we can do other analyses of that data.